Welcome to this series of your 365 advantage. First 365 days as a nurse. This is a series that was put together for newly registered nurses, early career nurses, and student nurses who are looking to start ensuring that they have a cutting advantage in the labor market when they finish from school. So trust me, this is a series you don't want to miss. So come along with me as we go. Hi, my name is Josephine Mideolubi and I'm the founder of Scrub Rice, an organization that has been put together to ensure that nurses have that strong advantage in the competitive marketplace. So this is the first series of your 365 advantage. This series was brought together to ensure that nurses are prepared, to stand out in the competitive labor market. Everybody knows that the labor market is extremely competitive. There's so many people finishing from school who are looking for a job and are looking for a good placement, not just a job, but a good placement, ensuring that you have a progressive career. So if that is who you are or that is what you are looking to become, this is the series for you. And here's the first series. So in this series, we're going to be talking about your preclinical moves. What are the things you need to do before you finish from school? So most nursing students usually think about their future. They think about it just like traditional way. You graduate, you work in a ward or in a good hospital, and then you just start to gain experience, right? And maybe years later you then begin to explore some international opportunities. That's for those who have a long sight on what they want to do afterwards. But many times people don't realize that the global healthcare landscape has actually changed dramatically. Now, today, global health organizations, NGOs, and international research teams are not only looking for clinicians, they are looking for clinicians who understand the systems, the policy, the data, and global collaboration. And the truth is that your preparation for those roles starts long before you graduate. So, this is what we call the preclinical power move. It is an idea that the student phase is not just a period for you to learn clinical skills, but it's a strategic window for building global visibility. And that is what we are going to talk about and how you can do that. Many times we usually see clinical posting as just practice or things that have just been put together to just stress us, right? You go to the ward, you observe your procedures, you assist with patient care, you write your reports, and then you leave. But if you actually look at that experience from a different angle, it's actually going to help you in positioning for a good career. So instead of seeing your clinical postings as practice, you need to start seeing them as market research. Yes, market research, because every hospital system is full of processes, they're full of structures that either work well or create problems for us as nurses. So, and the thing is, if you understand well how to harness these problems, they can become opportunities for us. So for example, let's say you have been posted to a surgical ward and you notice that patient discharge takes longer than usual because nurses just manually record information in multiple registers, especially in public hospitals, where like the EMR has not been instituted into. Most nurses will just simply accept that that's how things are being done. But someone thinking like a future global health professional will ask different questions like, why is the system designed this way? What policies are preventing improvement of all of these things? And when you begin to observe the healthcare system like this, you are not just learning clinical practice, but you are developing yourself as a system analyst. Now, let's even take this idea even further. When you're on the ward, your responsibility is not only to study diseases and treatment, right? It's also for you to study healthcare systems. Global healthcare organizations are constantly searching for people who understand how healthcare actually functions in real environments, especially in low and middle income countries. Why? Because real healthcare challenges are really just medical problems. Sometimes they are system problems. So let's use for example now, a patient may not receive treatment not because the treatment does not exist in the hospital, but because some policies are unclear, supply chains are inconsistent, and communication between departments sometimes fail. So when you start noticing these patterns during your training, you develop something that is extremely valuable for you, and that is system thinking. And system thinking is one of the most powerful skills in global health leadership. Now, let's talk about something that is very powerful and strategic. In the global job market, there's something called skill scarcity. The more unique and transferable your skills are, the more opportunities becomes available to you. Most students graduate with the same qualifications. You graduate with your RN, you graduate with your RPHN, or whatever specialty, and let's even till you graduate with your BSc or MSc or PhD, right? You'll get through the whole clinical rotations, your basic certifications. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's something that helps you to stand out internationally, and that is what we call certification stack. A certification stack is a collection of additional skills that make your profile unique and globally relevant. For example, one powerful certification is project management. Healthcare today involve large programs, multi-country collaborations, and complex implementation strategies. And understanding how projects are planned, executed, and evaluated is extremely valuable. And then there are other certifications related to digital health. Healthcare systems all over the world are rapidly adopting digital tools, electronic medical records, telemedicine platforms, health data analytics, and understanding these digital health fundamentals position you at the intersection of medicine, technology, and policy. Another section is where many of the most exciting global career exists. Another area worth exploring is global health policy or infectious disease control. Many international organizations offer short online courses in this area, so you can check them up online and see the courses you can offer that will give you these certifications and give you an edge amongst several multitudes of people who are in the global space searching for a placement. And when you do this, you become someone who is not just clinically trained, but also skilled in system data and global health strategy. Finally, let's talk about what so many nurses underestimate: conferences. Most nursing students attend conferences organized specifically for just student nurses, and that is great. But if you want to expand your global exposure, you should start attending interprofessional conferences, events that focuses on public health, health technology, medical informatics, global health innovation. These spaces bring together people from multiple disciplines: doctors, engineers, data scientists, policies experts, entrepreneurs, and those environments expose you to completely new ideas. And here's the strategy: don't just attend conferences, volunteer at them. Volunteering puts you behind the scenes. You interact with the speakers one on one, you assist organizers, you meet researchers and professionals who are leading major projects, and sometimes you get to network with the people who gives you placement in all of these places. And in many ways, these people are the gatekeepers of global opportunities. When you volunteer, conversations can happen naturally. You can ask questions, you can assist with logistics, you become visible, and sometimes those small interactions lead to something bigger: a research opportunity, a mentorship relationship, an invitation to collaborate. And this is what I call conference diplomacy. Strategic presence in spaces where important conversations are happening. So, if there's one idea I want you to take away from this episode, is that your student years are not just preparation for your career, they're a foundation for your global professional identity. When you approach your training with curiosity, with strategic skill development, and intentional networking, you begin building something that is powerful. You stop being just a student in the system and you become someone who studies the system, improves the system, and eventually helps to lead the system. And that mindset is what opens doors to global healthcare leadership. But before we go, I want to quickly share an opportunity with you. Recently, I started working on something. I realized that many nurses after school, they get disappointed because when they get into the market space, they realize that things are not the way we always thought when we were in school. There are not good jobs, and even if you get a job, it's not a job that is financially rewarding. And I felt, what can I do to help the nursing space, especially when so many people are looking to transition because the economic situation of our profession is not rewarding. So I came up with ideas and things that I realized are the reasons why nurses are poorly paid or poorly placed and don't get to be strategically placed for their career advancement. And that's what this course is all about. The name of the course is the Strategic Nursing Career Playbook. This course is an 11 module video course that has been put together to ensure that nurses have an advantage in the competitive marketplace. This course is not going to be teaching you the things that you were taught in school. This course is going to bring you to places where the school never taught us. This course is going to give you an advantage over so many others because you get to know what are the things that affect jobs opportunities, what are the things that affect, applying for jobs and not getting them. You get to know how to apply for jobs, where to apply to, and how to position in such a way that you get an opportunity of a lifetime. So trust me, this is a course you don't want to miss. You can click on the link and get the course right now. The beautiful part of this is that this course has been discounted generously to ensure that everyone across each cadre can be able to get the course and ensure that you improve. Our major goal is to see that nurses thrive through their career while they are satisfied and also are positioned for career advancement. So get the course now and let's grow together.